Alrighty then, so here we are for part 2 of the Abbacado show. Key of Jeeves, but Abbacado, you know if you know. So we're going into Wheel of Cheese mode now. Dono session, handled. Usually Wheel of Cheese Wednesdays, as we know, but there was a little bit of a glitch, as I explained earlier, so I did combo and catch up to a bunch of donos. Still have a few out there, but going to hit those on Friday's show. If you're seeing this on YouTube and you know what you don't know is what you know, you can always join me on Twitch. The link is down below. You don't have to necessarily participate, but then you can get yourself involved here in this Wheel of Cheese thingy that happens here. You never know where it lands, you know. So let's get started here. We are going to start with our queso fresco, our noob cheese, our fresh cheese. And so this is going to be significantly smaller Wheel of Cheese than queso pobre. And that's because these are typically the newer visitors who have come here, so they don't get lost in the queso pobre. We have a special Wheel of Cheese for you folks. So let's do this. Explanation handled. All right. Look at that. Look at how many. There's just a few people here on the Wheel of Cheese. Queso Nuevo. Look at that. So there's only like, what, 8, 10 people here, which is super cool beans, because I know that queso pobre is going to be all itty-bitty slices. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's start the session. All right. Well, it looks like, oh, you never can tell. It could slip into that yellow. All right. Armagus. This is you, Armagus. Let's see what Armagus wants here from our first spin of Wheel of Cheese of queso fresco. Wait a second. Armagus. That would be with an A. And you want a game, if I'm correct. This game is called BlazBlue. Let me see here. I got to scooch over to it and find it here on the list. And so this one is called Awakening the Chaos is the name of the song. The name of the game is BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. A little message here. This is a character theme. This game series has the same composer as the Guilty Gear series. Ooh, so it's going to be sick. But pushes way more into some string orchestral works and choirs. Of course, there are many themes with more jazzy or heavy metal influences, but this one sets a tone for the game's main style. Basically, for a time, this game studio lost the rights to Guilty Gear. Ooh, one of those weird things, huh? One of those Minecraft-y kind of vibes for a few years, so they made a spiritual successor to stay afloat, and this is one. Okay, are you guys ready? Wheel of Cheese, let's go. Oh, that's right, I got to switch scenes too. Switching scenes, and oh wait, I failed one more time. I got to shrink this, and now I can go. All right, here we go. All right. Nice. God, I love that trippy little sound design sequence in the back. Bass couldn't help but start going into the pocket there. I wonder if the composer's a bass player. Here we go, that combo again. We got the congas and stuff getting over this. Yeah, there was a little bit of the System of the Down kind of thing. This is great. This is really super good boss fight stuff. Nice. Nice, with the electric guitar harmonizing against that line with the vocals. Ooh, I like that screamy, saturated sound of the guitars. Right there. I love it how the composer can make this so musically wonderful for something that's so grindy. What a let up. This is like a regen moment in the game. Coming back to life or something, I don't know. Now we're ready to fight again. Boto Boy. Those vocals have a little bit of that Star Trek vibe. Original thing. Kind of a Satriani vibe there. Great track, powerful, very module-oriented, though it had orchestral kind of vibe to it, kind of synthy in the sounds and stuff. Guitar playing was great. The texture and the guitar tone I thought was fantastic. They really gave it, like it's almost like saying, okay, guitar, we're putting you as hardcore stereo, left and right, you know. So there was, the guitar tone on this side, though, had more of a nice, bitey screech to it. You know, nice little scream at it, and a really unique sound and tone in there. The opening at the beginning, no, the very start of the track, well, anyhow, at the very beginning, those male vocals, you know, those were pads, or, you know, it seemed like they were moduled pads and stuff, which I thought was in great contrast with the melody. I'm not going to say that the melody was a synth patch or anything at all, but it did have an essence of it. But it was written really, really, really well, and I loved it. And it gave you that Star Trek-y kind of vibe. And the bass was really taking the monster steps in this. But usually, see, here's the thing. This is what I was saying earlier. It's that there's something about the Japanese composers that have that capability of, you know, we're going to come in hard, we're going to flex, oh, you know. And then, you know, usually it's on a 2 or 3 chord pattern or something like that. But then when they come to life in a hook of a track, there's all these great chord changes that support the melody there. And for me, that's those are the power nuances of a track like this. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Yeah, Great track. Mahalo for coming in here and hanging out on the Wheel of Cheese. Okay, next up, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. This is, we're going to get into some queso pobre. Let's see how fat this cheese is. And here we go, guys. Let's see how many are here. Ho! Totally do. Wheel of Cheese, everybody. Are you ready? We shall spin. Remember, guys, no song over 7 minutes. If it's a 7-minute or longer song, I got to skip it and got to go just out of respect for everybody's desire to need something and watch something. And what do we got? Crossface Buffalo, I'm thinking. There it is. Crossface Buffalo. Where are you, man? Are you still here? Where's Crossface? Crossface. Hello. There he is. Yay. All right, Crossface Buffalo. We're going to want here from Crossface some anime. It's called, oh, I don't know if I've ever done anything from this anime title. I'm going to get this wrong, but it's like, I was going to say Justin, but it's Jushin Liger. I'm not even attempting to try to put whatever accent twist on it because I don't know exactly what the language is. Oh, well, maybe it is Japanese. I'm not too sure. So this track is called Okari no Jushin. And this is the message is, while I've never seen the anime, this was a theme song for a legendary Japanese pro wrestler. Very cool. Jushin Thunder Liger. You guys, how many of you guys watched the wrestling? This right here, the pro wrestling. Whether here in America or Japan. How many of you guys are the wrestling fans? The character debuted in 1989. It was based on the anime, so Liger went on to become one of the most influential junior heavyweight wrestlers of all time. I also got to see him wrestle live. Oh, cool. Well, let's see what we got here, Crossface. Let's go. Boom. And boom. I just walked into a Stallone movie. It's got that vibe though, right? God, those old Sin Toms. Yeah, you knew I wasn't going to say it right, guys. Sorry for the fail. This has got like Flashdance vibes, and it's another one that I'm thinking about. Not quite Eye of the Tiger, but it is that like, we can do it. You can do it. What was the really, oh, Fame. That's another TV show. It's got the Fame vibes as well, right? For those of you who are old enough, you know, from the 1900s. Dueling piano stuff going on here. Tom-toms. So Yes, SB Maniac. That's another one too. Yeah. Especially with that stabby keyboard right there. Oh my God. So nostalgic for those old sounds. I remember when the Sin drums first came out. As a matter of fact, I was doing a session, I think it was like 1983 or something, and somebody showed up with these octagon-looking things, and I heard it once before, and I don't know if it was on a Madonna album or something. I didn't kind of put it together or something. But the very first time they plugged it in, it was a direct line out. It was XLR to XLR into input, and I was like, "Well, that's a trip, okay." And the second he hit the toms, I went, "Oh, that's where you get the sound," because we didn't have that. Not even the old Linn drums and the old drum machines after the TR-808. They had different toms and stuff up there, but they didn't have those Sin. We called them Sin toms or something, or Sin drums, SYN drums, and it was a kit too. Such a signature sound in that era. But that was a great choice, a great listen. I really super dug that. This is what the Wheel of Cheese does. We get that. We're going to get this whole cross-section of different music. Well, we do with the donos, but these are for the folks who are first-timers or you're lurking out there in the background and just enjoying the show here. All right, now we're going to go back into some Queso Nuevo. While we are, I'm going to get this together. I got to tell you another bad joke. Are you guys ready for another bad joke? Doesn't matter because I'm giving it to you right now. So here's the bad joke, guys. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over a bay, they'd be bagels. Okay, then. Wheel of Cheese. Sucks. Okay, flip-flop artist. Is that what it is? Flip-flop artist. There you go. That's what we got there. I know that was such a bad... Sorry, Buffalo. Sorry. Had to go there, man. Just had to go there. I'm going to clip those two jokes out and just put it on a story and just throw it up on there just as like, bad old man Abba Jeeb's jokes. It's just what it is. All right, let's see what Flip-Flop Artist wants. But you're already at home. I would go home, but you're already at home. Flip-Flop Artist wants a game. Oh, we're going good on the games here. Let's see what we got here. We are doing a track here called Flutter of a Butterfly from a game called Divinity Original Sin. I think I've done one or two from that. I met this composer once, and meeting this man has been the most amazing moment of my life. That's nice. Makes that kind of an impact to meet somebody, especially when you like the music that they write and what it means to you. Divinity is, I think I've done one or two. It's a video game. All right, guys, let's do this. Flip-Flop Artist, thank you so much for coming by here and saying, how's it? Okay, here we go. Make sure I got that. Ready, and go. Dark, creepy little sound design percussion in the back, like flinging cables. Good build. I like how the deeper percussion's in the back for right now. We'll see how the composer flexes on this engineering. Wasn't expecting that. This is nice. Sequences in the back, these arpeggiations of like sound design. They're unique. This is nice right here, especially. I mean, there was a modulation in the key, but adding to the voice, very nice. An important part of the track for me on this is I like the choice of plucked instrument to use that was supposed to be kind of an assimilation of a harp. It had a little bit more of an analog vibe to it. It was really nice. The two sequences in the back, though, one sounded like a chattery, rubbery, like maybe striking cables. I think I recognized that loop from something back in the day. I want to say that this probably was written, if it's true to my ears, to the choices of instruments there, I want to say this was probably written between 97, 2001-ish. I don't know. Because I'm listening to the percussive loops and all that and the iterations of those. It did have a little bit of a nice fun sway to it as well. So in a video game too, I don't know, since I've never known this, I don't know where this might be playing. It doesn't sound like it's a boss battle, though it could be. But I liked it. It was fun. It was something just to get you into a pattern and all that. The melody's still in my head. So it's sticky. But I like that. Very chill. Very relaxed. Get you into a pattern. You know. And there was a nice modulation in there. When that modulation happened, then the composer kind of stepped out a little bit and they added the vocal arrangements or the pad work with it and just kind of thickened it up a little bit before it was taken away from us. So, yeah. Yeah, Mason Gator. That's kind of a good theater of the mind, kind of horses. Because it did have that gallop vibe to it. Good one. Okay, let's go back into Queso Pobre. Okay. Thank you, Flip Flop Artist, for that. You guys, of course, you know where you can find the songs if you miss it on the VOD channel on YouTube, which I'm sure will probably pop up. Every time I say it, for somehow, some way, Moobot knows that I said it and then goes, here's the YouTube channel right here. So maybe it'll show up in a second. Okay, guys, are you ready for the wheel? Let's spin. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It could be the yellow. Somebody voted for Team Yellow. I saw that. Who is it? Amalixicapalosia. All right. Amalia Exapalosia. Okay, Lollapalooza. Let's see what you would like. And it's an anime called Monogatari. Or maybe Monoguitar? Is that? I don't know. Monogatari? And the name of the track is Spasibo. I don't know. Spasibo? And I don't know, my dyslexmouthia. You know what it does, guys. All right, guys. Let me get this going here. Let's do this on the Wheel of Cheese. Oh, I like the pop on the kick. Great engineering. You can kind of feel it. That's what a kick drum's supposed to do. Clever. That would be a good papaya jingle, you're right. Papaya, paya. Papaya, paya. I'm sorry. Nice groove. Very jiving. Sound here, you have your wah-wah here, and the EP in the middle. Really well done. It does have that little bossa nova vibe. Banana. I like that. Mirrored with the bass and a low EP piano. That's great. Oh, now we can get a little jam out here. Man, this is checking off all the boxes of super cool. The bass. What a great little, like, I'll leave you with this thought. Thought bubble. Great track. So fun and bouncy, but did have a lot of that 60s vibe in there. You know, would have loved, it's like, you know, when you write music like this, you know, that 50s, 60s kind of composition, like early beach movies, like Gidgety kind of vibes, but when they were using the clap, it's just so fun when these, you could tell they're having a great time writing this music. But definitely, no two ways about it, without a doubt, this is probably one of the best papaya jingles. Could you imagine that? If it was just like, if they actually, somebody got the rights to do that, you know, that, and it has nothing to do with papaya, but I think that would be freaking hilarious and well done. But it was a great track. Thank you so much for having it. Thank you so much for having it in. Okay. Let's go for some queso nuevo, queso fresca, queso nuevas. And let's see what we got here. Wheel of keys, wheel of jeebs. Ugh. Alrighty, guys. Let's see how many people we don't have on here. Wow, look at your odds. Look at all the new folks here. There's only like 10 of them. Not even that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wheel of bees. That would be funny if you put the avocado face in the middle of the wheel. But nah. Let's spin. Hang on. I got to wait for this wheel. Software I'm using for is loading up stupid advertisement. That's what makes a Heimlich maneuver when I'm spinning it, and it gasses up my GPU. Okay, here we go. Who's gonna win? Pretty simple here. Carol of the Balls. Okay, Carol of the Balls. Very unique profile name. Let's see what Carol of the Balls would like. Let's see here. Let me get Carol of the Balls wants a game. We're very game oriented today. This is a, I think the name of the game is Unravel. And the track is The red thread. Okay. And Carol of the Balls' message is, hope you all enjoy. So it looks like we're doing this. Are you guys ready? This is coming to us from Wheel of Cheese winner, Carol of the Balls. I don't know what the instrument is, but you can hear the breathing and the motion of it. This is really nice. Yeah, it definitely has the kind of Celtic-ish kind of vibe. More so evident because of the opening instrumentation, that instrument as well. Kind of gives you an unsettling hopefulness, if you can imagine that. That's the vibe I'm getting. I think that's a fugue. Fugue. There's a sad vibe to this whole thing, you know? Maybe our character's unraveling. I don't know what the game's about. I don't know if it's bad, but... I just love how you can hear the mechanics of that instrument as it's being played. was really nice. It was sad. It was melancholy, like you had said earlier. Rotten sound. It sounded like this guy is on a really sad journey. Whatever he's doing in the game, you know, trying to maybe find something, rebuild something, search for something soulful in the story of the game. Really unique looking, though. I bet you that must have been some fun work for the dev with the gaming physics on that, shadows and stuff like that. But it was really cool. But the music did have these little brushstrokes of a Celtic vibe. And that last instrument, or the open instrument, I don't know why I was thinking it was a wind instrument. It sounded like it was some kind of a string instrument, because you can hear some of the changes. I'm not, like I've said many times, I'm not a musicologist, so I can't identify 80% of the instruments of the world. But I don't know if it was a hurdy-gurdy. It may not have been, or something of that nature, but I was hearing the clicking, if you would, of whatever mechanism may have been used to change the notes. Very nice, though. Melancholy, unraveling kind of vibe. That's kind of like, or mentally unraveling. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Very nice. Fantabulous. Okay, Wheel of Cheese. We're going into the, let me refresh this. Queso Pobre. Let's see what we got here. Let's see who's going to come up as Zavina. And let me see. Here we go. Thank you, Carol of the Balls, for hanging out here on the Wheel of Cheese. Okay, look at that, guys. Big fat Wheel of Cheese. Queso Pobre. Let's go. Frickin' advertisement loads up right there and just gasses my GPU. What do we got here? Uh-oh, 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 oh, is it Jack? The Jack. Jack Zebra. Who's different from Jakester X. Jakester X. There's Jack and Jakester X. And I had to make that definition back in the day. There you are, Jake Zero. Let's see what Jake Zero wants here. And oh, we are just going on the gaming run. This is a game from a game that he would like us to check out on his behalf in his representation here of the Wheel of Cheese. This name of this track is, apparently this is a menu music of this game called Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. Menu theme for the newest game entry for Silly Spooky Bear Games. Okay, I feel like the song really captures the 80s vibes that FNAF is supposed to take place during. I don't know what FNAF means. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. I put it together. It takes me a second for the neurons to fire. You know, got a little cobwebs in there from the old aging there. Also with a hint of spookiness. Wow. A little bit of a Michelin star music description. There's a hint of spookiness. All right, guys, let's see what Jack Zero is handing us to check out. Let's go. Feeling a Beetlejuice vibe. I don't know why. Is this more of a kid's game? A little spooky whistle in the back there. Objects of the game. I mean, it is spooky music. It's really cool. But if it's mostly for kids, I'm just kind of curious what's happening here. Oh, survive Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so it is kind of a little bit of a ghost story. This is done really well. Oh, there's a lot of jump scares in this as well. Chuck E. Cheese is trying to kill you. Now it goes into this kind of horror reggae vibe. That's what I'm waiting to hear. Doesn't it have a little reggae thing going here, kind of? Yeah, dub, exactly. God, those bells sound like the old S50s from Roland. Sounds like it's probably going to loop out. I'm probably going to get a fade here. Yep. This was really fun, and it did have the full spooky vibe going on. That's why I was going, what's kids game? But then kids game is defined to what? As far as like age range wise, you know, what's 3 to 5, 3 to 7. Excuse me. And apparently it became more of a kids thing later on. I think I saw a comment where it wasn't really necessarily designed to be kids things, but it was really well received. Maybe because it's a cool little bear, you know, the murderous bear. But you got to survive 5 nights at somebody's little dwelling, so it has that spooky thing. It does. And a little bit of the Mellotron kind of whistly single thing in the background. There's these little go-to things as a composer. You know, when somebody says a few words to me, I go, I know exactly what we're pulling from. You know, of course, you know, I might outline a melody, but inevitably when the director goes, you know, something like this, I go, yeah, okay, gotcha. But I like the sound, the synth sounds that was used in that. And being able to identify the little bells in the back kind of sounded very S50, but very creepy. Very like not in a Ouija board kind of way, or kids Ouija board. Ooh, that would be scary. Yeah, a Ouija's board. Oh my God! Why does my brain do that to me? A Ouija's board. That's hilarious because that's just the way my brain works. Instead of a Ouija board, so mental. Boo, Crossface, you're always booing me. I gotta tell one good joke for Crossface. Ban. Oh my God. Ban too. Oh my God. And I shall suffer. Okay, let's go ahead and spin some more. Let's see. We are doing queso fresca. Let's see who we got here. Let's see if we have more than 6 people here on queso fresca. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we did. We had one person, I think, jump in and be able to make it. You know, the forum somehow, AA is a master of these things, but somehow the forum knows if you've come in X amount of times and you've done Wheel of Cheese or you've won or something like that, you kind of move over to this other column. Whereas folks on this side may have not won. I mean, you may have won once or twice, but in the lifespan of the forum, you may be of the lesser, of course, in taking noobs. Okay, guys, you ready? When is a joke a dad joke? When the punchline is apparent. Oh my God, that was good. That was really good. That is going into my puppet show for sure. All right, here we go, guys. What do we got? Blaze 970. Okay, let's see what Blaze 970 would like. And Blaze 970... We're listening to a band called, I have no idea what the hell it is because I think it's in Japanese writing. So stand by for a second. Let me center this up. I'm sure you guys who are very well knowledgeable about music. This one is called, the song is called Refridge. According to Google Translate, the name of the composer is Takanaguri Midori. The song is made using a program similar to the Vocaloid, known as the Synthesizer 5. Oh yeah, I know what that is. The song is pretty hypnotic, and I listen to it at least a couple times a day. Damn, that's good. That means it puts you in a good space, right? Because when we listen to songs like that, it's because it puts you in a good space. Let's see what this is all about. All right. Wow, what a trip with the vocals. Apropos for the thumbnail. Kind of Seed of Chucky or Seed of Sushi. I like the bells. Vocaloid smoke cigarettes, true. Singing from here, that little hole in the throat. But still nice, managing to be melodic though. This is nice. Hypnotic, melodic. Weird change there. Nice addition, that other sequence. Da, 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 da. Very hypnotic. Couldn't help but want to get a turnaround. The composer's like, dancing sequences right there. But up, super. It was hypnotic, transformative for me. Right, that weird synthy vocaloid kind of vibe of which we were forewarned about. But still, even in its most unique way of giving us this kind of a hypnotic-y, I don't know, macabre kind of vibe. Somehow the composer did a couple really nice changes that made it nice and melodic. Gave us a little bit of sense of like, you know, moving through it instead of being stuck in it. And I thought that was really great. And I loved how the composer played around with sequences coming in and out of different textures. Even the little bell that was do 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 do. What was the name of this composer? Hang on, let me take a really quick look. It's all written in Japanese. Maybe there's an English. I'll scooch this up here if it says anything. I can't tell. Because I already wiped out the... it doesn't say here. I already wiped out the form, so... I don't remember. But nonetheless, I thought it was great. Here, let me give you the... If 1AM hadn't done it. Or any, I think he went to bed. There's a link to it right there, nonetheless. If you like the track, I just dropped it in right there for you to grab. Okay, more queso. All right, let's go for queso pobre. All right, let's hear it for queso pobre. Blaze 970, thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see what we got here on Queso Pobre. Boom, boom. Yeah, baby. All right, let's do this. Are you ready? Judgment Kazi just dropped in the name of the composer right there. Thanks, Judgment. Okay, here we go, guys. Hey, frickin' GAP advertisers popping through. SB! SB. How be you be, SBUB? There you are, SB. Okay, let's see what SB would like. We're listening to some metal from SB. Of course we are. And the name of the band is Inertia. And the name of the track is Leviathan. This is a band from Sydney, still relatively unknown, that I've seen once. The song features Jacob on vocals, who's the singer from my last request, the band Thornhill, and who I saw them tour with. All right. Cross-supporting of great music. Let's do this. Thanks, SB. Oh, that bass tone. I love that ambient arrangement in the back. That pad sound in the back, man. It's beautifully gnawing. Little harmony. So maybe those aren't synth pads. Those could be guitar overdubs with some trippy side chains. It sounds like it might be. Like a really clean sound. Nah, there's got to be a synth pad back there though. I can hear it. I can hear the pattern the guitar player's doing, but this guy's got a great voice. Whoa. Yeah, this is when it balls on fire right here. Man, that section was great. That bridge. It was a great track, but I gotta lean into the fact that when Jacob came in, that section there was of the ball. It was a unique shift in the tone. Obviously, I think that his tone and what he brought into it with that darker tone of his voice kind of got it more into the visceral. This singer, the original singer, the guy that's in the band, he's got a great voice, great range. And I loved how the tones were structured. A lot of the bottom end and the darkness of the heaviest of that genty, thal kind of vibe. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Really great dark tones at the bottom with the guitars that just left this whole open rack of possibilities with the tone of his voice, with his melody. So his melody just cut through like a Ginsu knife. But when Jacob shows up, obviously now we're getting into a different kind of vibe and energy with his voice that just added a little more. Maybe that's more of the thal style, just darkness and heaviness of it, SP. But yeah, that was a pounding song. This is the kind of song that just, for me, I just let that kind of. It's really bizarre because, you know, a lot of I'm going to say something that might a few people. The style of music, the genre of a lot of the darker, deeper, genty kind of stuff. There's been so much of it released in the last like 7, 8, 10 years, and I've been exposed to a lot of it, that after a while it becomes predictable about what's going to be happening, where they're going to lean into some of their heavier sounds. And there's a lot of consistency with a lot of the things that'll happen, like, you know, the drum performances and stuff like that. It just... It is a I guess when it's a genre, the genre means you should have this sound, you should have this tone to it, you should have, you know, this kind of arrangements, you could have the pads in the back. So now what I'm looking for the differentiator is the dynamics of a track. I hope that made sense, because that's what I start to lean into. It's like, okay, give me some of those stretched out, you know, maturity. That there you go. That's, oh, thank you. You saved me on that. Very well done. So you won, SP. Super cool beans. More Wheel of Cheese. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-be-doo, doody-body-booty-ba-ba, be-dee-be-doo, be-dee-be-doo-ba. Let me refresh my data. Oops. Oh, shit. Did I just crash the form? No, I didn't. I mean, shoot. Okay, let's see what the noobs got going for us here. Oh, almost blew that, too. Oh, my goodness. I might be getting down to my finish. I'm making some pretty dumb mistakes here. There we go. Look at that. Only a handful of people here. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Oh, my bad. There it is. We have the winner is going to be for the noob Wheel of Cheese. Wheelie Cheesy. Siloceps. Siloceps. All right. You're the winner of the Wheel of Cheese. And, oops, sorry, my bad. I just hack and dacked. There it is. And Siloceps would like a band called Russ Liquid. And let's see what we got here for Russ Liquado. And this track is called Opus 1. So, and I believe, so once again, the band's name is Russ Liquid, and Opus 1 is the name of the track. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty. cool. Very trippy. Very trippy. I love these arrangements. You know, that guitar is a keyed module, but it sounds really nice. This is a nice addition here. I love the use of the pizzicato. Rhythmic placements in some of these arrangements. Kind of makes me feel like, when are we going to get there? Okay. Uh-oh. We're getting into that reggae-ish dub vibe. Such a nice groove here. That's my response to that great work. Yes, of course. Continue on, sir. Yeah, it does have a UB40 kind of vibe to it, yeah? That was great. I like the fact I didn't know what to. I was thinking at the beginning where we were going to go with this. It got us into a nice, just kind of a chill groove. It was a really good setup. Then it expanded. When the drums came in, it kind of took me by surprise where it was placed in the mix. But there is no one way to do anything. So that's the great way. That's the great thing about all the music you guys have me listen to. There's so many different ways people are mixing things. And, you know, one of the more important things about this journey that I do with you guys is when music comes through that I might be going, this is, I don't know what to make of this. But then I watch the comments and I'm going, wow, a lot of people like this. It helps me keep my mind fresh of possibilities. Like this track was one of them. Keep my mind fresh of the possibilities on how to do things. Breaking away from my own production mold, if you would. But I love the kind of reggae, dub reggae kind of vibe at the last minute of it too as well. So it was a nice way to transition out and keep us in a groove. So I dug that. Thanks for bringing that into the Wheel of Cheese. I'd appreciate it. Okay, more cheese. I got more cheese. I got more cheese. Thank you, Syllabseps. Appreciate it. All right, more cheese, more cheese. More cheesy-mo, more cheesy-mo. Okay, guys, here we go. All right. I can't even see from here. I gotta wait till it pops up. Who's up here? Does that say Park Pal? Park Pal. How are you? Let me... Park Pal, Park Pal. There he is. What's up, buddy? Park Pal wants a song from a band called Okkervil River. For a second, I read it really fast. I thought it was Overkill River. Which, that might be a pretty good band name as well. So... Okkervil River. It's an indie band, or an indie sound. It's called Another Radio Song. Right here. From the bonus appendix disc of the band's third album in 2005, this track is a reimagining of an early demo from the band's first EP 10 years earlier. It's one of my favorite tracks in theirs, and I'm constantly surprised it didn't make the cut for the album proper. Oh my goodness. If you only know what goes on in those decision-making rooms on what to put on albums, you would squirm. Okay, Park Pal, we're doing this.
Sit back, no song is written, it's nothing you thought of yourself. It's just a ghost who came unbidden to this house. This infection gets stronger every year. This seed in the water of your tear. There is no escaping it.
Nice to hear a song that fully relies on its melody. Great room sound on that kit. Got a bit of a Rickenbacker bass vibe, man.
Unfolds in your belly. This infection gets stronger every year. This direction of a tear rolling down your cheek.
I like this. I don't know why it's giving me just the slightest Radiohead vibes. Sorry.
Of some future sun to show us all that it's your beauty, all and all that brings you pleasure. I could sigh into your heart and say I hope I'm here forever. But black sheep boy, with your lovers, with your list of favorite pillows, with your list of missing children, with the wall where you drew windows overlooking hidden gardens, cut apart by jagged mountains, climbing up into the air, crumbling down into a fountain where the water waits forever, like a quiet, distant treasure. When
I like the vocals.
rise up to recover, when you leave this
In the background.
when you meet me in the garden, when your arms are hung with cedar, every spirit brushing past me, brushing past them, and the ether scream, all this is window dressing, all you are is flimsy curtains, watch you flame up with a word from us, and won't know that you're burned.
Yeah. You know, I liked how that track built it. I didn't know what to expect. Once the drums came and everything, it really buried the vocals. And then as it got more into kind of the flex of the track and really started to fill out, then I really was getting a little more into it and stuff. I love the whole swayiness of it, you know? And I was thinking of a band that they kind of reminded me of. But it, you know, there was this little flex on like a David Bowie vibe, you know, on a couple of his more side B tracks and stuff like that. But a very unique track, and I dug it. And like I said, I loved how it blew up and stuff, and how it really filled in and stuff. I love the room tones on the drums as well. But yeah, it definitely had some bowage, a little bit of that Bowie vibe, yeah. Listen, guys. I'm spent. I don't know how long I'd be streaming. I'm feeling the 3 hours vibe, because that's when my head starts to kind of like. Briefly, I did see another. Oh, look, almost 4 hours. I was right. I did see somebody did bring in another dono here. It looks like. Hang on for 1 second. Just want to let you know. Zeit Logic. You guys are 5 of you are going to be on my pole position for Friday's stream. So I'm going to start that stream with Fade into Neon, Kairu, Jigster X, Zen Monkey, and Zeit Logic. So you're going to be my first 5. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Oh my goodness. Wheel of Cheese started off with the dono. You know, I just try to flex the best I can without little technical glitches where I make up for things. But I can't thank you guys enough for coming out, hanging out for the journey. Like usual, I think Chris, somebody was asking about the where the VOD goes, and I believe that I saw one of the mods share it. So that'll be on YouTube, and that's my story. And I'm sticking on it. I should just be done with that. You guys have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever it is that you may be. Remember, count the wins. They're always out there, no matter how you look at it. If life even seems kind of dark, there's always some kind of win that you can latch onto and journey into. And, of course, the biggest win is music. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know. I got to look at that clip. I forgot who clipped it, but...